Hare Srinivasa. Today we are meeting to continue our Chintana or contemplation on Narayana Panjara composed by Sri Prasanna Venkatadasaru. We recollect that chanting the names of the Lord is always means to uplift ourselves from the mayas of samsara. In this lifetime, we have faced lot of difficulties mentally and physically, and through some means or the other, we have been uplifted. And this is because the grace of the elders of a family who have chanted the Narayana Nama. Because it has been told that by chanting once Narayana and the names of the Lord, you obtain the grace for the coming generations of people also. ಕಲಿಯುಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಹರಿನಾಮವ ನೆನೆದರೆ ಕುಲಕೋಟಿಗಳು ಉದ್ಧರಿಸುವವು. So the fact that you're chanting the Narayana Nama and thinking and contemplating about him is going to not just uplift you, but all the people who come in your kula, he says. So the greatness is signified there. Very significantly, it is going to change. When we have some money, we can use it for one time for our own self. That is like a bokisha, which we use it once and then it's over. Whereas if you put it in a recurring deposit where you can keep getting that, you get it a certain level which you can use again. In this Narayana Nama, when you chant it, you, not just you are obtaining the benefit, but the kulas, all the people who come in your generation are obtaining it. In your generation, in your lineage are obtaining the fruit. So it is so much important to stress on that importance of dedicating time to think about the Lord is these kind of Devanamas are very helpful. Prasanna Venkatadasaru is one such great Dasa who has given us kritis which can help us to do such contemplation. They not only do allow engage you in the contemplation of the Nama, along with it, they are giving you the instances where these gunas can be contemplated on. So when we have just one Nama, we don't know how to contemplate on that Nama. For that, we need one action. So the actions of Paramatma in different avatars all describe his different various attributes, which are auspicious. So one of his auspicious attributes are that he is always Nitya Trupta, means he is never in need of anything to satisfy himself. He is always in bliss. ಒಂದು ಗುಣದೊಳ ಅನಂತ ಗುಣಗಳು is what is true for Narayana. Ondu guna means in one guna you can from that itself you can deduce innumerable gunas. Nitya Tripta means for Ramana. He has no need for anything. He is always in bliss. So he is Nitya Sukha. So Nitya Trupta, Swaramana, Nitya Sukha. So if who is in Nitya Sukha, he is always enjoying. So if he is enjoying all the time, he is the enjoyer of bliss. And that's why we call him Sukha Swarupa. And this Sukha Swarupa, he has no need to take from anyone. Yet he accepts things that are offered to him because he wants to bless others. He wants to shower the blessings of grace on other people. And that's why he accepts. So this Nitya Trupta Paramatma accepted the food offered by the Rishi patnis. And that is what is today's contemplation for us. And in such contemplations, he also describes the gunas of Paramatma as the one who is the enjoyer of all sacrifices, all yagnyas, all pujas, and who is also the form of that puja, who is of the form of the yajna itself, and who is the pala of the yajna, means who takes care that it happens and who is responsible for it, and then who ensures that it happens, Krutu Shila. So that's what the verse we are going to look at today. And we start with the Narayana chanting. Narayanaya namo, Narayanaya namo, Narayanaya namo, Narayana. ನಾರದರ ಮುಖದಿಂದ ನರಕಸ್ಥರ ಎಬ್ಬಿಸಿದ ನಾರಾಯಣಾಯ ನಮೋ ನಾರಾಯಣ. The storehouse of infinite auspicious attributes, who is the shelter of all the naras. Naras means the jivas. He is the shelter of all the jivas, and he is the one who blesses the jiva with the body itself. So he is the shelter. We think that the body is our shelter, but Narayana is the shelter of the body also. So everything that is existing with us is by his grace. And so Narayana is the one who has to be told as Namo. I mean, we fall at his feet and say Namo. Namo means Na Mama. Nothing is mine. Everything is yours. By your grace, we exist. And you are the sole protector of everyone. through other people, you protect the baby. Through the mother and father, you protect the baby. But who protected the baby before they appeared in this world? First, the Jiva was in the womb. Before he came to that womb, where was he? The Jiva was channeled into the womb where he would be taken care of. And that is all by the grace of Sri Hari. And he accepts the Jivas, whatever offerings, to bless them with Sukha. So, Prasna Venkatadasaru says, Kratu Nariyara Anna Savidundu Sukhavitte, Narayanaya Namo Narayana. So, here you accepted because you wanted to offer the Sukha to them or to bless them with Sukha. So, Kratu Nariyar Anna. So, in this instance, the story is told and narrated in the Bhagavatam, where Krishna and his friends on one fine day, they were going and taking the cows in Vrindavana, grazing them. They went far and deep into the forest, and they were all very tired out with the sun's heat. So they asked Krishna, we are very hungry, what shall we do? Then Krishna said that, give me a minute. He climbed a tree and he just surveyed the area. He found out that there was a fire and smoke coming from some hamlet there. He said, let's go there. Before he went there, he went stood apart far away, and then he sent the friends along, and he told them, go to that house. They are doing some yagnya. Let us partake of the fruits. So he goes there. He sends the boys, the Gopalas. They went to the rishis who were performing the yajna, and they told him Krishna is there in the nearby. He's sitting under the tree. He has requested us to bring the food to him. He is hungry. So what the rishis did, they said that we are engaged in performing the yajna and we need to complete it, and we have to offer the fruits. I mean, whatever fruits we have prepared for that, that is the food items and everything, we have to offer it, and then only we can distribute it to anyone. We cannot do it. We are in the process of performing the ritual. We have no time to talk to you. Please get away. And they told it in a very, 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 very arrogant manner. They are superior because they are doing the rituals of yagna. And so the Gopalas went away. They were a little bit scared of the rishis also. They went to Krishna and they told him what had happened. Then Krishna said, see, you go to the kitchen, ask the rishi patnis, you will obtain what you want. So they went running again. Though they were a little fearful, they went and approached the kitchen very, very humbly. They asked the rishi patnis, we need some food because Krishna is hungry. He is there near the tree nearby in the Vrindavan forest. Then the Rishi Patnis, they came running with all the food that they had. They did not think even twice, what should I do? This offering that we are making is for Krishna. He himself has come and asked for it. So how much fortune has blessed us? We are able to offer it directly to Krishna. This is what the thought was running in their minds when they took whatever they had and they ran to Krishna. And they offered everything to him to eat, to have partake as much as he pleased. And what did he do? He accepted and he offered them sukha. Jagannatha Dasaru in Harikatamrita says, ಕೊಟ್ಟುದನ್ನು ಕೈಗೊಂಬ ಒಂದರ ಕ್ಷಣ ಬಿಟ್ಟಗಲ ತನ್ನವರ ದುರಿತಗಳ ಅಟುವನು ದೂರದಲ್ಲಿ ದುರಿತಾರಣ್ಯ ಪಾವಕನು. He accepts the offerings of his devotees with full heart, with full, he doesn't need it, but he accepts, no? That's why he says, ಕೊಟ್ಟುದನ್ನು ಕೈಗೊಂಬ. He accepts it with his hand. See, when we don't need a certain thing, or when we are too much busy for it, or we don't think much of those who have brought it for us, we just say, okay, keep it there, let me see. But we don't take it with our hands. Oh, they are too lowly for us. How can we take that? Paramatma is not like that. Whatever you offer, it might not be of the greatest quality. It might not be of the best one that is available also. But if you're having the devotion which the Rishi Patnis had, he accepted it. So he says that whatever the Kratunaris bought, they bought it with the bandas. They didn't arrange it in the right forms, what has to be arranged. They did not form they have to have the preparation for offering also. That and all, nothing was done yet. But they just brought everything as they could and they offered it to Krishna. He accepted. And he offered, what did he confer on them? He conferred the bliss on them, Sukhavita. Narayana Namo Narayana. I offer my obeisance to such Narayana, who is so much of compassion that he accepts what his devotees offer to him. And then Prasna Venkatadasuru says, this is for him, this Kratu Nariyaru Kota Anna. He does that to everyone, he says. Kratu Bhoktra. So whatever yajna you are doing, even if Krishna is not right in front of you, like how he was for the for the Rishi Patnis, he will accept because he is the Kratu Bhoktra. So if you are offering to certain anyone else, someone has come to your house, a guest, and you are offering some food to them, you can accept, you can request Paramatma to accept this because he is the Kritu Bhoktru. Means anything that you offer to anyone is accepted by him. So all the rituals, all the actions that we do, it is for someone else, right? In our house, we do some work, and whatever we work we do, it might be for our children, it might be for our husbands, it might be for our in-laws, mothers, fathers, anyone, whoever guests. Whatever you have done is for the enjoyment of that person, if you think and give. Also, it reaches Paramatma. It reaches Paramatma. But if you think that he is the enjoyer of this and give it, then it is uplifted very highly. Yagnya Bhoktara is Paramatma, and he tells, Aham hi sarva yajnanam bhoktaram prabhurevacha. So he is not just the enjoyer of the yajna, he is the Prabhu of the yajna. Prabhu means the Lord or the Swami who controls everything. So what is the control? What are the different controls in any kind of yajna? In that, the person who is doing the yajna, he should have the full mind and the clean mind. Is when he is performing yajna, he cannot be thinking about what is this. I am doing such a ritual which is not at all important to me. Why have I to do it? Why is my mother or father telling me to do it? And why is the scripture trying to force me into all this? These kind of thoughts, if we have, then there's no value to it. What we are doing, we have to be wholehearted. And that is given by Paramatma. He is the Swami. He is the inner controller of everyone. If he intends you to do it with the full heart, you can do it. And the same way with all the samagris, whatever samagris are required or the objects and things that are required, the place where you are doing the yajna, it might be a worship, it might be a form of offering of a dinner or to your guest, or it might be giving the bath to your baby. Anything can be a yajna. By Paramatma's grace, it happens. So he is the Bhoktara and he is the Swami also. So Kratu Bhoktra, Kratu Swami is what they talk about here. And he has told it himself during the chanting. I mean, when he gave the Upadesha to Arjuna, he told him, offer everything to me. Do the Yuddha as a yajna and offer everything to me. You will be saved. So he says in that um, before he talks about that I am the father of the world and everything, he tells Aham Kratuhu. So I am the yajna itself, he says. So what is the meaning of Aham Yajnaha? Yajnaha means the offering of the worship. It means how will the worship happen? There should be a person who has to be worshipped, and there should be a worshipper, and there should be a samagri to do the worship. But all these are because of him. And so he says, Aham Kratuhu Aham Yajnaha. Aham he all he says that Nane, I am everything. I am the mantra. I am the ajya. I am the parigraha. All parigraham means all the accompaniments for the yajna. Ajya is the ghee that is offered. Anything that is there in a yajna is all because of me, he says. And then he says that I am the enjoyer of the yajna. So Aham Bhoktru is very clearly told in this context by Prasna Venkatadasaru to make us recollect how he did it in the yajna during the Rishi Patni's incident. We recollect that the yajna was being performed for the Paramatma's pleasure, and the yajna was accepted by Paramatma through the Rishi Patnis who came and offered to him, and he accepted it in that form as Krishna. So there it was a real Paramatma's form itself accepting it. But every time it doesn't happen. But yet he is the Kritubhoktra. So reminding ourselves of that incident, we continue to worship Paramatma in every action that we do. And that is also a method that is the method to obtain the peace of mind and to obtain the grace of Paramatma. Kritu Gatra. He is the form of the yajna, and he is the Kratupala, means he is the Palaka. Palaka means who says what worship has to be offered, how it has to be offered, what kind of state of mind he will be in, and what fruits he will be obtaining because of that. That is also Kratupala and Kratushila. Kratushila means he is continuously engaged in this Kratu, means is continuously engaged in the yajna, because everyone who is praying to God is engaged in some yajna, and Paramatma is doing that. Everyone who is not engaged also, they are doing some action or the other, and all actions are a yajna. And these actions, even though they may not be considered as yajna by the jivas themselves who are doing it, those jivas are being made to do by the Tattva Abhimani Devatas. Like, for example, if we are offering some food to someone, we are using our hands and we have used our thoughts and minds and how to process it, how to cook it, how to offer it. All these things have been done through our form. And those things, actions happen because of the Tattva Abhimani Devatas. And in this manner, the Kratupala, Kratushila, Narayanaya Namo, Narayanaya Namo. So we offer our devotion to that Narayana the um, who is the enjoyer of all sacrifices, and he is full of completely auspicious attributes. So here we have some references for this. In the Harikatamrit Sara, they talk about this like Sevya Sevaka Nenisi, Seva Sakta Surarolog Anavarata Nelasiddu, Sevaya Komban Avarante. So whoever is interested in doing the Seva Asaktaru. So if they want to do Seva, that thought is given to them. How do the thoughts come into our mind? This is a question which even plagues the present day philosophers and scientists. And what they say is that the thoughts just pop up into our mind. And when they pop up into our mind, we react upon it. So in this manner, Sevya Sevaka Nenisi, Seva Sakta Surarolaga Anavarata Nelisidu Sevaya Komban Avarante. The same way, Pujaka Nenisi, Puja Sadhana Padarthano, Tanage Tane Pujaya Komban. So he is in the Puja Sadhana, he is in the Puja Pada, it means whoever you're worshipping, whoever you're offering, he is the Puja. And who through Paramatma only he is existing in your contact as a Swami, as your father, as your any relation or your guest. And Pujaka means who is worshipping. So he is the Pujaka Nenisi. Means he only is the cause for both of these to exist. And he is the Puja Sadhana and the Padartha also, what we use for the puja. And after all this, he accepts the puja. Tanage Tane Pujaya Kumbha. And that's why he is told as Kratugatra. Even Padumanava Paramapurusha is a song where they say Yagnya Palaka. Yajnana, whoever is the one who palana means who gives you the ability to do the yajna and then showers the fruits. And this yajna is what we have to do all the time, is what Krishna says. Otherwise, all karma becomes binding. Yajnartat karmanonyatra lokoyam karma bandhana. Knowing all this, if we can offer everything that we do, kayena vacha manasendreva buddhyatmana va anusruta swabhava Karomi yadyat sakalam parasmai narayana iti samarpayami we say, no? So thinking about this, if we can offer everything that we are doing to Paramatma's feet, then it becomes a yajna. So this is our chintana for this week is quite short, but we will be continuing it in the next few weeks to complete this Narayana Panjara. Sri Krishnarpanamastu.